What was the weirdest thing the weird kid did at school? She blew her nose into her hand and then licked it while looking me in the eyes. She actually wasn't too weird aside from that. I have no idea WTF it was. I just turned to the noise and saw that. This was in a later stage at college. But my classmate proudly told us he had a love relationship with his golden retriever, including sex. And he was the registrar of a bestiality website. Pipe. Spoke Elvish. On a daily basis. Some kid used to lick his sandwich crumbs off the table. Instead of doing the logical thing of sweeping said crumbs off the table and binning them. When the teacher told him to sit down, he screamed, "Fuck you, cow." Fast forward 2 years, he tells everyone he's a vampire and stabs my friend with a pen to try to make him bleed. He was weird like. A wild kid activated a fire hose and started blasting everyone that came his way. Students, teachers, didn't matter. He walked around with a sheet of paper asking everyone if they liked him and took notes on their answers. Creeper everyone out. Guy wanked off in class and flicked it at someone. I was dared to drink Coke and eat Mentos in the school courtyard during lunch. I ended up puking right as the principal walked by. Definitely my proudest moment in all my years of school. Oh, don't mind me. I am just waiting to see if anybody I went to school with comes here to mention something I did. Pair of creepy twins who would pick the gum off the bottom of the desks and eat it. Attempt to hump the desks and coat pegs. And were obsessed with flashing people. Teachers included. Brought in shotgun shells and had a list. They weren't weird exactly, but there was a girl who used to pick earwax out and eat it. In class. During break. Anytime she could get a finger near her ear really. Jumping on the giant Christmas tree from the second floor balcony. That was the last time they put a Christmas tree on our school. Said absolutely nothing to anyone besides, "I like cows," for about a month. Anything you said to him, regardless of the context or situation, "I like cows." We had a kid with Asperger's. I believe. Throw a desk at someone. To be fair, the kid who had the desk thrown at him was a total douche. He brought a blow-up doll to our farewell dance. Senior prom in the USA. As his date. Complete with fishnets and everything. A kid had a wank in the back of the classroom and thought it was funny, ejaculated on his desk. 14 or 15, it was like he discovered fire. We had a kid that would eat scabs and boogers in class. Or, he'd put his favorite boogers or scabs in his binder for later in the day snacks. Nauseated face vomiting. She wrote a list of all the girls and boys she wanted to kiss and murder and then casually passed it out on the playground. He was caught crawling through the air vents and was suspended for having a hit list. Not sure if suspended or expelled because it happened right after I transferred, etc. Blah blah blah. There was a kid who used to eat erasers and growl at other kids. Ours picked her nose and either ate it, chased you around threatening to wipe it, made hissing sounds when she was mad. That sort of shit. Had a kid who would take a piece of girl's hair and pick it off their head, then put it in a ring box and keep it for years. He would randomly grab my crotch and ass. Don't know why I didn't tell someone. He would say very obscure elements on the periodic table and start singing about it as if it were his friend. We were like 7/8. Nothing. Everyone was weird. Just some kids are mean about it. Broke the emo girl's makeup mirror and started cutting himself with it. One other kid stapled his hand and then ripped it out with his teeth. He stabbed a friend's hand with a compass. Barely missed the vein. We were in middle school. He'd pull out his own hair and use it to make leashes for flies. Not really weird, but there were some chairs in the air on one day. In year 2 I used to suck the meat and gravy out of my mini meat pies with a drinking straw. Awed and disgusted my fellow classmates. I was the weird kid at school. All the bullying drove me sadly to self-harm and worse. One of my classmates liked to lick things. He licked the floor, the doorknob, and once a dish where a few of my other classmates had spat in. He was RLY weird. We paid the loud, dumb kid to eat a whole sandwich in one bite. He almost choked to death. Good times. I was going to put a comment here, then I got too embarrassed. Plus I don't even think anyone remembered. It's just me who is traumatized. Dropped a paperclip at the junction of the overhead projector and its extension cord. Big bang in the middle of grade 3. Impressively imitated the barking of a dog. Really sounded like a dog with a deep, fierce bark. Not like a middle school student. Took a dump in the swimming pool. Kid used to stand underneath the stairs to look up girls' skirts. I wonder where he is now. Eesh. 3rd grade. Whipped his dick out while we were sitting on the mat. Did not say anything, just sat there as the teacher processed what was happening. Show his PP in front of us. I mean, me and the guys didn't get weirded by it, but you know. There's girls. Plus it was pretty small so we couldn't really see it well. Dude bought in chocolate-flavored dick. BBC. Cake to school to celebrate his birthday. Well, he got expelled. Fucked his best friend's mother at a house party. We had a kid who liked to pretend he was an actual Jedi. I remember one time before gym class he was M. There was this one kid that got his stuff taken by this one kid, so he screeched and then told him, "Don't make me use my dragon demon powers," and then proceeded to break dance. Used a pen to pick a bugger out of his nose. Pulled it out and raised his eyebrows, impressed how big it was, then shoved it in his mouth. He took a shit at the bathroom walls. Like spray paint. No idea how. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.